Okay, let me hope we are live and clear. Let me hope we are live and clear. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Then we start. I believe we don't have time to waste. Yeah, we don't have time to waste. We have to start straight away. And let me hope everyone is doing well. Let me hope everyone is doing well. Yes. The situation that is in the market is normal. Yeah, the situation that is in the market is normal. Just we need what we need to do. It is to understand the situation. Then, after understanding the situation, you can find the way how you can deal with the market. Okay, you can find the way on how you can simply deal with the market. Remember, like I told you, every situation in the market is having solution. Every situation, rather every yes, every situation in the market is having what we call the solution. Uh, because the way you trade in a downtrend, it is not the way you will trade in a uptrend. I want us to understand that is such that we can come out with the best strategies we can use. Okay. Uh, for those who are watching us on YouTube channel, thank you so much. We can be able to see you. We appreciate you keep following, you keep sharing our YouTube channel, you keep commenting and liking. Because so whenever you have question, please put it in the comment section. We will definitely reply you. Yes, we will definitely reply you. And our number is always on bio, or rather on the description of videos. You can simply get that number and you reach us. Yes, if you want to know more about cryptocurrencies and Driochu, robot, how it works, everything concerning about crypto, then you can get our WhatsApp number from there and we talk together and we see the way forward. Okay. Uh, Let us take a short screen we share in our groups. Let us take a short screen and we share in our groups as we prepare to start. As we prepare to start, ladies and gentlemen, let us do the needful and let us make others to know that we have started. Okay. We are yet to start. We are yet to start. Let's not waste time. We are yet to start. Okay.
Let us move on,
Let us move
and
on.
I
And
think that's
I
when
think that's when
will be
will
able
be able
to be with
to
time.
be with time.
Okay, first of all,
like
I told you,
the strategies we're using
are not the same.
Why?
We choose a
strategy to use
according
according
to the market,
to the market,
according
the performance in the market.
Okay. Therefore, what we need to do,
is to understand.
What we need to do,
It is to understand
how to deal
with
any
any
situation
in the market.
As you can
be able to see on the screen.
Let me try to
share my screen here.
Okay. Let me try to share my screen here.
And I show you what I'm trying
to
tell you.
Let me hope you are seeing
my screen.
Is it?
Are you all seeing my screen?
Are you all
seeing
my
Yes, coach.
my screen, guys? Okay.
So
since you are seeing the screen, let's go. Okay.
Let us get
one coin
and we see.
Okay.
Now we had
this signal.
Yesterday,
but one.
The coin
was called GTO. GTO.
I shared
with you this signal.
And I believe
when you check very well,
we have
been trading this coin.
And we have
been coming out from it
according
to our analysis.
We have been
trading it.
We have been
making money from it.
As you can be able to see, this is how we have been trading.
You can see we entered here, we entered here, we entered here, here again, here down, and
again
we moved up to this point. We entered here and here. Then finally, again, we entered at this point. Then finally at this point, yesterday but one, again we entered this coin at this point. So
ladies
and gentlemen,
the
strategy
you can
use when you enter at this point.
It is not
the same strategy
that you can use
when you enter
at
this point.
Are you seeing the difference?
Are you seeing the difference?
Here, the market
is a bit down.
And when you
consider
the smart money,
you can be able to see that the market was at discount level.
At
the same time, it was testing what we call the block.
It was
testing the block.
But here, the market
was moving forward
to test
the supply level.
To test the supply level.
But when you can check
the
distance between supply level and the distance between discount level,
the one for
discount level is too
high. Are we together?
Therefore,
why am I
saying it is too high?
Let us measure.
From here where we entered from
up to down
here.
It is
25%.
So,
ladies and gentlemen,
the strategy
you are going to use
when the market
is coming from the supply level, expecting it to drop up to the discount level. It will not be the same strategy you will use when this market is testing the discount level.
I want us to
get this one very clear.
Let us not
keep saying that there is a logic. There is nothing like logic.
But
are you ready to understand
what causes
floating loss?
Do you know
the reason why you are floating?
Some
it's because of capital. Some it's because of poor settings.
and
and others
they
chase market.
You
must be learnt
a
lesson
from
your mistakes.
Because when we compare the risks, the one who entered here
at the discount level,
you can't
compare yourself
with the
one who entered at the top here.
There is no way.
There is no way. Because
the one
who entered at the top here, the risk is too much.
The risk
is too much.
So therefore, since the risk is too much, you must check your margin calls. Since you expect that this market can simply drop
up to this level.
Therefore, you need to know
which strategy are you going to use.
Which strategy are you going to use? Hope we are getting point. Which strategy are you going to use? And the one who entered here
is also having the strategy that is going to use.
So another thing, we must know the capital we are going to use. Yes, you have your $100,
your $1,000.
Are you going to use
it all?
Are you going to use it
all?
And another thing,
how many coins are you going to trade?
It is also important. How many coins
are you going to trade?
So if you cannot be able to identify simple things
like
with this capital,
how many coins can I trade?
Maybe
another thing
that according
to where this market is,
which strategy
can I use?
Then you can be
having money and again you fail to make money.
Trust me, it can happen. You can be having money
and you fail
to make money. Why? Because you
don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do. You don't know
what to do.
So one that we need to understand.
Don't joke with market.
When
the market is okay,
don't think that
it will keep okay.
Think about
what if it drops?
What if
it drops?
Are you
in a position
to buy
all margin calls up to where you think it can reach?
Are you
in a position?
Or you have
used all the money at once?
All the
money is in the market,
and that one is not.
That one is not good.
That one
is not good.
Okay.
Let us.
Let's close here. And we see. So today we are trying to focus at smart money, and I'm going to put our strategy here that we are going to use. I'm going to put it here such that we can all see it and we see how to use it. Okay. And I will be giving you the reasons why. I'll be giving you the reasons why we are supposed to follow it. So I'm going to write it here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7. 7 lines. So we can call it margin call 1. Margin call 2. margin core 3, margin core 4, margin core 5, margin core 6, margin core 7. Maybe we can leave a space there. We can leave space there. We leave a space here and there and there and there, even there, and finally there. So our box is like that. Then secondly, we have these numbers that are also important to us. I'm going to put them in this box. We have 3. We have 7. Sorry. We have 15. And we have 31. We have 60. 3. Yes. We have 127. We have 255. Okay. So the box we are going to use is like this. This one will simplify. This one will simplify your strategy. It will simplify your strategy. And it will help you to know how many coins are you supposed to trade? How many coins are you supposed to trade? Are we together? So therefore, you find someone is having $100 and is trading 4 coins. That is wrong. $100 and you are just trading 4 coins. Can you imagine? Meaning each coin you feel like only $20 are enough for it. $20 are enough for it. Can you imagine? $20 can't be enough. It cannot. You get a point. Even trading one coin with 100 is not enough. But we have nothing to do. That is the solution that we can give you. But in actual sense, it is not enough. Now, how many margin calls can 100 buy? How many margin calls can 100 buy? If you decide to use the other strategy, you use I think buying with $10, and whenever this market is dropping, you are buying with $10 again. You find yourself buying 10 margin calls. Mumbeja, can you mute your microphone? Mumbeja, put your microphone off, please. Okay, thank you. You get a point. Money is not enough. But at that moment, there is no solution we can give you. It is only that solution. We can simply give you that. But in actual sense, it shouldn't be like that way. Yes.
In actual sense.
But because we have
nothing to do,
and you also don't have money to add,
we ended up giving you that strategy.
But when you learn and
understand,
you will
identify that
the 100
capital you are having,
it is not
even enough
to buy one
coin.
And remember,
in this business,
what we need to
focus at, it is two or three things.
What is
your first buy?
How much are you
going to invest in the coin?
And how many
times can you be able to buy?
If you
can manage that,
you know
how many times you are going to buy?
The first buy
you are going to use.
This
market can simply drop a certain percentage.
There
you are expert. Nothing is hard here.
But the
problem is
for us, we may not follow
that law.
We may think
that there is logic that they are hiding us. Yet there is no logic.
And again,
whenever market is good,
most
of us
we
forget rules. I have seen many people forgetting rules when the market is very okay. Because they are targeting money.
Now
you know, coach. Since market is okay, let us change the first buy.
You know what? Let us change
the first buy.
But I'm
here to let you know that even if when the market is bad,
when you know
what you are doing,
you can
change the strategy.
Not only
changing the strategy when market is okay.
That is
wrong approach.
When market
is okay, expect it to go
in
opposite direction very soon.
And for you,
you had changed the strategy.
Instead, you better change the strategy
when the market is poor.
The reason
is here.
We
entered this market at this point, expecting it to give us 3%.
It
went down fast.
From
here, we entered from up to this point, like the way you used to tell you that it retraces halfway of the distance
of the previous
performance.
Therefore,
we can see this market retracing up to here
before
giving us profit.
Here
you are buying margin calls. Let us see.
It dropped
around 13%.
Oh, it
is around 14.
The market dropped 14%
before giving us profits.
It dropped
14% before
give us
profit.
Therefore, the one who was wise at this point here, there is no need to change your strategy. That you know what? Market is
uptrend. So I'm supposed to change the strategy. I put much money. I make more money. Please no.
Don't do that. You better change your strategy when people are crying. Too much brandy in the market.
The market is dropping harder. That is the right time for you to change that strategy.
Because you expect this market to perform well
very soon.
There you have a right. You have a right
to change your first buy.
Because the
market is in a bad condition. And you expect it very soon
to perform
well and you make money.
1 to 2 days. You will see this market pumping from
discount level
to the
supply zones.
Yet you
have been watching it.
Now, for
example, this coin
has
a right
to move
from here
up
to here.
This will be
26%.
But because
we cannot wait,
no
patience in us.
Therefore, you cannot wait for 26%. You feel like, let me be trading this coin as I'm making money from this coin than waiting for this 26%. My dear friend, you will trade the coin and again it will drop. And you end up even not making $1. So what I'm trying to teach you now is to understand where are you supposed to invest more money, and which strategy can you use to avoid floating. And another thing, how many coins are you supposed to trade? And here we have a strategy that we can simply use, such as that we make money. So we will always get our capital. I talk about how much capital. Hey, you talk. How much capital?
500.
We say $500. Which say okay, $500 is our capital. Capital is our capital. Okay. Now we are on this strategy. We are going to use this strategy using the $500. So what we are going to do is one. You get. Let us start with one. You get your $500 divided by the 3. A. We get $500 divided by 3. We get 166. 166 as first buy. The answer you are getting is first buy, but this is too much. That is too much. Let us divide by 7. We get 71. That is still too much. Out of your 500, and we are considering one coin. You want to trade one coin to get enough margin calls. We get a point. So what we do? Let us divide by 15. 15. Now, if you want to buy with 15, rather, if you want to buy with 33, let me show you here. If you get 500 divided by 15, and at this level you are on level 3, meaning you will buy only 3 margin calls. Are we getting the point? The 15 is in line with margin call number 3. That means you will buy 3 margin calls using double up strategy, and your first buy will be 33. If you feel like that drop is enough, and remember, I will first consider the coin I'm going to trade. Which drop can this coin drop? For example, now, since we wanted to use this coin at where we entered here, and we expect this coin to drop halfway of the distance, which was at this point. Let me show you. Which was at this point. This was our distance that we expect this market to drop. And it was 14%. And 14% using the double up strategy. 1, 2, 3. If we add them together. Now using the double up strategy. Which digits are we having in double up strategy? Let me check. 1, 2. Just a minute. My strategy setting, buying 5 margin calls, and we go. Now we have let me write them here as well.
First drop, we have 3.5%. The first drop is here. The first margin call. If you want to buy margin call, you have to wait after 3.5% drop. Next, we have 4%. We are assuming you want to buy only 3 margin calls. How many percentage drop can we be having? The next one is 4.5. 4.5%. Now, when we add them together, 4.5 plus 3.5, that is 8. 8 plus 4, that is what? That is 12. And remember, our drop is 14. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Before you enter the coin, you must consider this coin can drop up to where? Then if you know where this coin can drop up to, then you choose the strategy. Are you going to buy 2 times? Are you going to buy 3 times? Are you going to buy 4 times? Or what? Are we together? That means I can simply increase here or I add 1 margin call. You have 2 options. You can increase this percentage drop. Or you add one margin call, whereby if we add 1 margin call, that means we are going to get our 500 as capital divided by 31. Are we getting it? If you want to add 1 margin call, we are going to get our $500 divided by 31. What we get is our first buy, and we are getting 16.1. Therefore, if we want to buy 1 margin call, or rather 1 coin using 500 capital, using the double up strategy, you can simply buy 4 margin calls, 1, 2, 3, 4, using a first buy of 16.1. Therefore, at this percentage drop, I have to add the next drop. Using the double up strategy, the next drop is 5.2. It is 5.2%. Now, when we add up them together, we had 12. Now we are going to get 12 plus 5.2. That is 17.2. Hope I'm right. That is 17.2. Now, since this one is 17 percentage drop, when we add them together, these drops, and our drop according to analysis, we have 14. That means this strategy will help us to get out from this coin as a must. Are you getting the logic here? It's a matter of understanding just which strategy can I use on this coin. That means you must be knowing how to analyze. You must be knowing where is the support of this coin I'm going to trade. Don't just trade because they have shared a signal. They have shared a signal because of the strategy they are using. Then you, which strategy are you using? That is the question. Meaning, if the $16 as our first buy is small, you still have a chance either to increase this drop and you leave your first buy at $33. Are we getting the point? You still have a chance to increase because we have already measured our 14% drop. By creating a strategy, I'm creating a strategy focusing on 14% drop. I can change this 4 to 6. I change 4.5 to 5 such that I make my 14. Or I change this 4.5 to 7. Because what I know, this market will drop 14% in case. Then I have my 14% drop. I have my free margin calls using the first buy of $30 and my capital is $500. That is strategy number one. Or else you don't want to trade one coin using 500. You want to trade two coins. Then you first get 500 divided by 2. And you end up getting 250. Then if the 250 is your capital, 250 is your capital. Then the next step to move is what will be your first buy. Here on 500, buying on the three margin calls, our first buy was $36. Buying for margin calls, the first buy was $16. You get a point? Why can't you remove your microphone? Therefore, since this is 250 as your capital, you have decided to trade two coins at a go. You don't want to trade one because you normally see they normally share many signals, and I trade only one. I feel like missing out. Okay, if you miss out, then think about this. You get your first capital divided by the number of coins you want to buy. We have said that we want to buy two coins. And using the same strategy here. Now therefore, we are going to get our $200, $250 divided by. Let us assume we want two margin calls. The two margin calls, it is having 7 digits. This 7, we are going to get our capital divided by 7 if we want to buy two margin calls. Hope you are getting the point. Now therefore, the first buy will be $35.7. If we want to buy only two margin calls. And let us do it. You may think it is not like that. It is the correct one. If you have $250, you want to buy only two margin calls. Your first buy will be 35.7. And if you add them together, you will definitely get this digit. We shall add it later. If we want to buy three margin calls, then you use this digit. Get the capital divided by 15. Are you getting this thing? Or you are watching film? If we want to buy, we said you will confirm how many margin calls you want to buy after knowing the drop you want. Am I clear? We must know the drop we want. Then you decide how many margin calls are you going to buy. Because trust me, the market will not just drop rapidly. It will drop, it will move up. It will drop, it will move up. By dropping, moving up. For you are buying margin calls, you are helping your average price coming closer to the current price. When you are buying margin calls using double up strategy, if you had bought this coin at this level and again you buy at this level, you may find that now you are no longer having an average price at this point. It is now almost here down. Therefore, we have seen this coin moving up to here. But remember, even though if we could stop from here, for you would be out. Why? Because your average price is no longer at where you bought this coin from, because of buying those margin calls. They will always help you to get you out as fast, as long as you have measured and you know where this coin can drop up to. And now therefore, using the 250 capital, buying 3 margin calls, meaning buying 3 margin calls, you have a drop of 12%. If we are using the double-up strategy, no matter what, if the percentage is more than 12, then you can increase here, you can change, you can put 5, you can put 7, you can put 6, according to the drop you want, and according how many margin calls do you want to buy. We base from there and we develop what we call a strategy. Base from the drop, base from your capital, base from how many margin calls you can be able to buy, and develop a strategy according to that coin. Now let us look at the coin. We can think it will be a bit hard. Let me check one coin that I shared in the morning. It is here. I shared this coin in the morning. Okay. So when we look at this coin, it has moved from here up to here. Let us consider this distance. Here up to here. And I told you, market will always retrace halfway of the distance, which is here. And we can see now how it is progressing, because it has retraced enough. It has retraced enough, and you can see how it is performing well. And therefore, what if it failed to move up? Where is the next destination of this market? It is the discount level we measure from here up to here. Can you see? From here up to the discount level, it is having 40% drop. Therefore, if you are coming out with the strategy you want, make sure you are covering that 40. Whether you like it or not. By using the double-up strategy, you are covering out the 40% drop. You are more than safe. Whether you are buying after 10% drop, do you know why are you putting 10% drop? Yes. Then we move on. Then we move on. Hey, where is the next one? I shared which one? Let me see. I shared with you this coin to take our 6%, and you can see how it dropped up to here. It dropped up to here. But we had entered here where you are seeing. But trust me, for those who use the double-up strategy, even though the coin is not yet reached where we entered from, they are out. That is the logic behind. They are out. But for you, they are out. But for you, who never bought any margin call, you are still in waiting. Let us check the drop. It dropped around 20%. And 20%. We had a margin call, a total drop of 30%. Yes, 30%. But for you managed to buy only 2 margin calls after a drop of 10%, making it 20% drop. And using the double-up strategy, you are already out. Are you copying? Ladies and gentlemen, are we copying something? Let us focus. Don't fight to finish your capital. Let me hope you have a short screen over this. Let me believe you have it. Then believe you have
Then believe you have it.
Now we talked about
here
entering
at this point.
Now let us talk
about here.
The one I shared
recently.
Those who entered
here.
We said
please before you enter the market,
first look left. What is happening
on left?
Are we having
any support
somewhere?
No.
We are not seeing
it.
We are not seeing it.
We are not seeing it. We have this point
and this point.
And these 2 points are almost the same.
And
this one and
this
one.
Almost the same.
It is almost the same. Therefore, we don't have support down here.
Since we don't
have support
and we are
entering at this point,
you can simply
set your one margin call.
One margin call. Maybe considering
this point.
Let me get
the line.
Maybe
considering this point here.
Or you can have
like two.
Considering
this point here.
Because
it is the next support we have.
Therefore we
measure from where we entered from.
Then
yes.
8%.
Now I can set my 4% drop.
I buy two
margin calls.
Buying two
margin calls.
I get my capital
divided by this 7 because 7 it is the digit in line with
the two margin
calls. And I will see which digit will I get.
And after getting
that digit,
that will be
your first buy.
Set your two margin
calls, put your first buy, and you are done. Let the robot do its work.
Have we
understood what to do?
Please
make sure you check your drop
before you enter the
trade,
and consider how many
margin calls are you going to buy
according to the drop.
Because drop
is the one that gives
us the number of margin calls that we can use.
You cannot be having 50
protocol drop
and you only have
two margin calls. Oh my God.
Are we getting the point? Do
you have any question out there?
Do we have
any question, guys, out there?
Coach, I have a question.
Yes.
Good morning. Thanks for the lecture. On the point of call drop, I'm a little bit confused there. So once I get the call drop, like when I measure my call drop, what should I do next? The calculation are confusing me because my network is not stable.
Okay, sorry.
Now
we have used this example.
We
entered here. But the next support was at 8% drop.
It was at
8% drop.
Now what
comes into your mind is one.
Now
8% drop.
How many
margin call can I buy that can fit in this 8% drop?
If you buy
one margin, it means your drop will be 8.
You have to wait this coin until it drops 8%,
and you buy one margin call.
If you decide to have two margin calls,
that means it is 8 divided by 2.
And each
drop will be 4. After percentage drop of 4,
a core drop of 4,
you buy.
Another
4 you buy.
That makes
8% drop. If you want to buy 3 margin calls, you get 8 divided by 3, and you get what you call the core drop.
Hey, are we getting the point? It is 8 divided by 3. Then you get the core drop. And here the core drop is 2.6. Meaning you will buy 3 times after a drop of 2.6. And you are covering up the 8% drop. Are we clear? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
You get it?
Very clear.
So it's a matter of getting the total drop divided by the number of margin calls. You get the core drop. For example, if the core drop here we had a core drop, a total core drop of 14. And how many margin calls do you expect to buy? 3. You get your 14 divided by 3. What you get, it is what we call the core drop. And here we are getting 4.6. That means I'm going to put 4.6 out using the double up strategy, covering up my 14% drop. Simple. And I'm done. Hope it is clear to you. We are talking about here. Let me stop sharing here. And I share screen here. You may don't get lost, my dear friends. Is my screen on? Hope it is on. Okay. What we are meaning is here. Let me get my pen. My pen, where are you? Okay. Done. We are meaning about. This is what we are meaning. That is what we call the core drop. And when you add them together, you get the total drop. Are we getting the difference? When you add the core drops together, you get the total drop we are talking about. We had 14% total core drop. And we wanted to know how many margin calls can we be able to buy. And which will be our core drop. So you simply get 14 divided by the number of margin call you expect to buy. For this case, we said we want to buy only 3 margin calls. And the answer is 6 point something, 0.6 over around there. Therefore, this is it 6? I think it is 4. It was 4. 4 point something. It was 4.6 like that. Meaning the 4.6 is my core drop. It's what I will put here. Let me set it. We said let us assume our first buy was 16.6. Margin call, we are setting the strategy after measuring. Margin call, we said want to buy only 3. Percentage take profit, it is just 3%. And we come here on margin configuration. We come here on margin configuration. This side, you don't touch anything. The side of multiple buying ratio, don't touch anything. Come here on margin core drop. What you want? You want total of 14% drop when you add the core drops. Therefore, I will first get my 14% divided by the number of margin calls, and we said the number of margin calls, it is only 3. Therefore, I go to my calculator, I say my 14% drop divided by number of margin calls, and I get 4.6. The 4.6, it is our core drop. So I go back here, I change everything to 4.6, loud, 4.6. And you are good to go. 4.6. When you add these ones together, you are getting 14. don't touch anything here. And you confirm. But remember, we have confirmed after doing our analysis, and we expect the coin we are going to buy, it can simply drop 14%. That's when I will come up with this strategy. If the drop is more than 14, then I have to look for the ways. How can I buy those drops? All of them. How can I buy them? If the drop is 20%, then I have to look for the ways. Either I increase here on margin call. And when you increase, that means you have to increase on man as well. If the capital was 200 and now you want to buy 4 margin calls, then that means you need more than 200. That's what it means. That's what it means. Or else, if you don't have any other option, you come here on margin configuration and you edit the drops. Since you want the 20%, now that means you get your 20% divided by 3, which will be 6.6. And therefore, I will come here on margin configuration. Since I don't have money, I change 4.6 to 6.6. When we add them together, I get 20. I'm done. That's how simple it is. But because you don't want to be like you don't want to make yourself busy, you set strategy once and you don't want to change. You find a coin that you are going to trade, it can definitely drop 30%. And for you here, your drop is covering only 12%. You are lost. You are lost and you are completely lost. Let us receive one more question and we call it a day.
Good morning, Coach.
Morning. How are you?
Good. So my question is, how do you maybe those values that you've given us of the drop from the other signal that you shared on your screen? How do you get those? Because I saw you had about seven calls, and then there are some values that you had on the right. I think that was the ratio, the number that you're supposed to divide by the other drop that you get. So that drop is where I'm not understanding. How do you get that percentage drop? That is what I really want to understand.
The percentage drop, total percentage drop. We talked about 15% drop, 20% drop. We get this from the analysis. We analyze the signal before we give you that signal. So by analyzing at my side, I can analyze and say this coin can simply drop 20%. I will put it in mind. And when I'm going to trade, I make sure I'm covering my 20%. But for you, after sharing this signal, for you, your strategy is having only 12% drop. Therefore, for you, if you don't have a knowledge of knowing that the coin they have shared on the group, it can simply drop 20% according where the support is. Then with this strategy for you are lost. This is where we get the drop. We are on the coin called GTO. It is this. Let us open it. Now, this was the drop. At first, we compared this. We entered here, and the distance from here up to here, we considered halfway. The market can drop halfway of the distance. So we draw our line here. Then we measured from where we entered from at this point up to the line here. And we get 14% drop. That is total. It is having the word total percentage drop. And the other one is core drops. So after getting this total core drop, we get our total core drop, which is 14% divided by the number of margin cores. They were 3. And what we get here, it is the core drop, which is 4.6. Am I clear to you?
Yes, you are.
So we get the total core drop that we expect this market to drop, divided by the number of times you want to buy this coin. What you get, it is the core drop percentage that you will put in your settings. That means at every 4.6% drop, you are going to buy one margin call. That is what it means. So I told you, if you can be able to know this, whenever I share a signal, you have a right to go and check. You have a right to go and check. This signal they have shared, which percentage drop can it be easily drop, and I develop my strategy. Now we say we entered again this coin here, looking for 3%. But when you look at the left hand side, we had only two support. Here this was the support 1. And here this was the support 2. Now we measured from where we entered from, which is at this point, up to the support 2, where we expect that if it failed, this market can drop up to this level. And whereby when we measure from here up to here, we got our 8% drop. So you get your drop divided by the number of margin calls. Now if you get 8 divided by 2, that is 4. If you want to buy 2 margin calls, that is 4. Meaning each drop will be 4%. If you want to make it 3 margin calls, you will get 2.6 something. That is how we get the core drop. That's how we get the total drop. Total drop, you must go to chart to identify where could be the next step of support. Any other question? Any other question? The digits we used, they are here. MC means margin call. The one you are seeing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are number of margin calls. And the digits you are seeing here behind 3, 7, 4, 15, 31, 60, 63, 127, 255. They are the digits you use to divide. You get your capital divided by these digits. What you get, it is your first buy. That's how you get first buy. What you get is easy your first buy. For example, if you get your 250 divided by 15, what you get, if you get like 15, it means you will use only 3 margin calls. 1, 2, 3. Because 3 is matching with 15. And your 15 will be your first buy. The answer you get, 250 divided by 15. The answer you get, it will be your first buy. And margin calls will be 3. And when you add up together the first buy, you will get 250. Using double up strategy, remember? Using double up strategy. Any other
question, ladies and gentlemen? Any other? I can see Aisha. Thank you so much, leader. I've been in floating loss due to phone. Now I get the logic.
You are the best.
You are the best.
Aisha, thank you so much.
Thank you for learning.
Yes, of course,
Yes, of course, learning is the key to success.
Coach, if you have $250, 3 margin call means 15 plus 7 plus 3, total is 25.
If you have
a 3 what?
$250. As capital.
$250.
250 for 3 margin calls. How to calculate? 15 plus 7 plus 3 is totally 25 calls.
No, it is.
No, it is Dawar. Now, if you get,
let me show you.
25 times.
If you get 250.
Okay.
This is
the capital you have.
How to get that?
For 3 margin call.
Divide by. You want to buy how many margin calls?
Hear me.
Yes. 3.
Okay.
Now we come here and we look at Siri.
Siri is having 15. You get this one divided by 15. Let's go. Now it is here. Divide by 15. We are getting 16.6. That is your first buy.
First buy. Can't setting is 248 like that you have to set.
Yes, let us add them together. So when you get 15, we are going to use 16.6. 16.6. This is your first buy. Plus.
Yes.
What is 16.6 times 2?
16.6
16.6 times 2. What is it?
33.2.
33.2. 0.4.
And the 4 is 66.4.
Okay. Then.
Next.
Okay.
33.2.
Sorry, you said you want to buy
Sorry,
Siri
you said you want to buy
now.
33 margin calls. Now
3 margin call. 33.2 plus
the third margin call.
33.2
plus the third margin
getting you 33.2.
66.4.
Now that is it.
Now that is it.
Because we have entered with 16.6.
We have entered with 16.6.
And now this is the first code, which is 16 times 2. According to this, come here. This is it.
Come here.
We are on this.
This is it.
16.6 times 2. Now come here.
Times 2. Now come here.
16.6.
What is 16.6?
4?
What is it?
What is
66.4? 66.4.
0.4. Now we come here.
0.4.
Now we come here.
We come here.
Yes.
What is 16.6 times 8?
16.6 times 8.
That is 132.8.
130.
132.8.
132.8.
1.8.
Now what do we get here?
Now what?
Almost 250.
That is it.
Thanks, coach.
Okay, welcome. Okay, guys, do we have any question? Or we call it a day? If we don't have any more question, you allow me to
then guys,
from here.
You allow me to sign out from here, and I really wish you the best. Where you don't understand, you can go to our YouTube channel and you rewatch this class. It was recorded live and clear.
I wish you the best, guys.
Otherwise, I wish you the best, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Of course.
Yes, please.
Can you share that this screenshot on the platform, please?
Okay.
I will do.
Thank you.